end that. All right. Yeah, I know it's break up pretty bad, but that's fine. Can everyone see my screen okay? Can everybody see the screen okay? Just really quick. All right, good, good. And let me share my video cam so you guys can watch me. There you go. All right. Can everybody see okay? Beautiful. All right. Welcome back, everyone. So anyway, everybody, my name is Fausto. I'm from Cybertron University, the president and founder, and I am going to teach you guys how to make a full-time income as a part-time trader. If you have watched this events in our past, we always try to change them around, try to make it very interactive, try to educate everyone exactly. You know, sometimes you need to hear it a couple of times, but kind of educate you all how to play the game and how things work. Because my goal today is to get every single one of you to come and join my trading room so you can see if this stuff really does work. Because, you know, anybody can make a nice little PowerPoint. Anybody could sit there and, you know, I know some of you have been watching webinars now, especially if you have all the time in the world, and you're seeing what happened in the stock market. I mean, literally, we were, you know, almost at 28,000. We were down 18,000. We came back 10,000 points. Unheard of. Unheard of. And you know what? I think it's going a lot higher. Okay. But is it too late to learn? No. So let's go out there and basically learn exactly what it's all about. So let me change the slide here really quick. So basically what we're going to be covering. All right. So we're going to talk about navigating the challenges of today's high frequency trades and algorithm trades. You probably hear a lot about that. The dark pools, all those scary things that you thought like, ooh, like, what is that stuff? I heard you can lose a lot of money. Guess what? It's not that hard. Remember, the biggest reason why you're here is you want to know if trading's for you, why you hear so many great things about it, and why people are so jealous of us of doing so well. I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to show you exactly how to use the right system, like use level 2, level 3. I'm actually going to talk about level 4. I'm also going to show you how stocks that we traded, how we exit and getting in and getting out, entries and exits. You know, it's not about, hey, look at Fausto, look how much money I made. And, you know, I don't know about you. I hate people like that. It's just like so egotistical and like, why you got to brag? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe because I'm close to 50 now. I'm not 22, 30 years old anymore. I need to go around and show off my Ferraris and Maseratis anymore. But I know a lot of us here are older. I know we have some older people here. Some of us just want a better life. Some of us are out of a job. Some of us can't depend on Social Security anymore. You know, we just want to just trade the market and just have fun and, you know, and not worry about money. And that's really what I'm looking to do. So, but if you're looking for free stuff, you're in the wrong room. Some of us old than dirt. Well, William, listen. You're never too old to trade. You really aren't. You know what? You got this. Okay. You don't need these. It's the brain that makes it work. And you know, it's actually very good therapy too. I don't know if you know that. We all just get along. I know, Joe. It's just, I mean, I wish that would be the case, but you know what? That's why we're here. So let me tell you about Cybertron University. Give me about a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to go teach you the art of and the style of Cybertron University. So basically, I found the company back in 1995. I was actually one of the first schools that started the industry. And basically, how I got into the education business is this. I basically pioneered the webinar tech, pioneered the education business of trading people. How was that? Well, I started trading on my own. I traded on my own, and I basically, as I traded on my own, I lost miserably. I lost a lot of money in the market because of ignorance. Realistically, that's what it was. I didn't want to go work for somebody. I didn't want to pay someone to teach me how to do it. So I'm like, you know, what are they going to do for me? You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm a pretty smart kid. I did good in college. I graduated high school. You know, I mean, what do I need? Listen, when you step in a trading room and you surround yourself with people that do this as a profession, you're going to realize that you've been trading blind and you've been a complete idiot your whole life. When I stepped in the trading room, I'm like, holy crap. I mean, You guys got this tool, that tool. I'm like, I can't buy that. My brokerage firm doesn't offer me this. They're like, exactly. They don't want to give it to you because they did, then they can't make money off you. All right. So make a long story short. All right. I basically was semi-retired at the age of 24. But a 24-year-old being retired, no, it doesn't work that way. Okay. I love trading. And my mentors, because I was friends with their parents back then that I worked for, they told me something. They says, listen, Fausto, I like you. I hate to lose you as a trader. I'm going to give you some advice because I'm not going to hold you back. Okay. And I don't think anyone should ever hold anyone back. Like some of these platforms, they say, oh, if you leave, you can't use our platform anymore. You're screwed. You pay all this money. No, listen, we train you so you could train other people. Maybe train your grandkids, whatever you want. But he told me, he says, listen, if you want to do this, you got to open a business in the trading business. Now, obviously, I'm not opening up a trading business. Okay. I'm not a brokerage firm. I don't want to open a brokerage firm. But I found a niche out there. And I says, you know what? The only way I can succeed is I have to train people to trade the way I was trained so I could trade with them. So this is why we're here. I am here to look for people like you that love trading. And if you don't love trading, you're better off logging out right now. But I'm looking for people I could train, that I could trade, make money with together. That's how you become very successful. So I'm not your type of trader that's going to go out there and tell you, hey, watch my 800 hours of videos, pay me $2,000, $3,000 and go knock yourself out. And thank you very much. Go look, let me do another webinar and hope I get another 20, 30 suckers. Okay. No, it doesn't work that way. All right. Training requires hand-holding, coaching, mentoring, being part of a team to succeed. That's how you become very successful when it comes to trading. If you're not getting those, then you're better off not even dealing with the person you're dealing with. All right. So why are we here? For one simple reason: to make money. To make money and to spend time with our family. That's really what it is. I love my family. I love them very much. I've been doing it very long. I travel all over the world with them. But to do that, I had to find a business that would help me do that. And how I find a business to do it, I found into a trading business. So you have to understand something, ladies and gentlemen. You're here not to make money, but more or less how to stop losing it. And that's the main reason why most people get into trading. They see the opportunity. They want to do this. They want to make money doing it, but they have to know how to play the game of trading. And that's what I'm going to teach you today. So what you're about to learn today is a couple of things. Okay. First of all, you're going to realize that you've been trading blind, some of you. Secondly, you're going to probably be very ecstatic that I finally found someone who knows what he's talking about. And for some of you, you're going to start to realize that, you know what, this might not be for you. And you know what? That's okay. It really is okay. It's not for everyone. Actually, I would say 80% of you really don't qualify to trade. And a lot of you will not be qualified to be part of my team. And you know what? This is a job interview. I don't want people, listen, I have a AAA rating at the Better Business Bureau. We are endorsed by more brokerage firms than anyone in the industry. I have a 5-star rating in Google. What I don't have is 2,000, 3,000 people in my trading room, because I don't want to have 2,000, 3,000 people in my trading room. I only have a couple of hundred, because we can't train everybody dealing with all that chaos. So that's what we're going to basically find out. Now, I want to do a quick poll really quick here. So everybody just give me a second here. I want to do a quick poll. And I had it up there a minute ago. And my question is, we'll launch this poll right here. Could you guys tell me what kind of trader you guys are? Do we have like, are you a stock trader, an option trader, day trader? Just want to kind of get to know what kind of traders we got. I'm going to share this poll with you anyway. Let me pick this up a little bit higher. There we go. All right. Just seeing looks like you guys are just filling that out. By the way, like Joel and Kevin, a lot of you here, I can only answer, I'm going to answer a lot of these questions at the end of the presentation, but we have some instructors here and they'll private message you in the trading room and try to answer that as I go along. We only have less than an hour I can answer that question. Would probably take me 10, 15 minutes to answer. So I'm going to share the poll with you. Okay. Let me share the results. So it looks like we have, wow, that's a first. Have more options traders in here than stock traders. Okay. Let me answer that question. A lot of you here are trading stocks, options, futures, Forex, investing. Okay. You know how you know if you're trading a good industry? If you've been doing it for more than 2 months and you're starting to make money and starting to see progress. If you're doing this for more than 2 months, you're wasting your time. I was just on the phone with a new student, Don, from Ontario, Canada, just joined us. And he took courses with a couple of people who's been trading futures. You know what they told him? They says, oh, it's going to take you about 10,000 hours before you start learning how to make money. I'm like, wait a minute. How the hell are you going to pay your bills? 10,000 hours? Are you freaking kidding me? Excuse my French, but like, seriously? Listen, if you're doing something and you're not making money within 30 days, it's time to move on to another program. I know you guys want to do it. Don't take it personal from that person, but if they are telling you, they're just stringing you along. Now, options trading. I love options, but I hate it more than I love it. I'll tell you why. Options is very, very risky. If you want to be a good options trader, you damn well have to learn how to trade the stock first, because it's the movement of the stock that makes an option move. Don't be a poor man playing a rich man's game and be like, oh, but I could risk less. No, that's a fantasy. You trade options because, not just for the leverage purpose, but maybe you want to tie up your buying power. Maybe, you still need your capital, but you know what? You see an opportunity doing options. It's more of like a third protocol. First is day trading. Second is swing trading. Third is options trading. As you get higher, it gets more riskier, and you get to lose. When there's more risk, there's more money to be lost. If you guys trade Forex and futures, if you want to know who's a great futures and Forex, just email me. I'll be happy to tell you. I don't do any of that. So we're specifically talking about stock trading. So anyway, let's get started. What do you say? All right. Now, are you ready for the next bull market? Look at this catastrophe. Actually, make my pointer here so you guys can follow along. Animation. Hold on. There we go. All right. Guys, see my little dot right here? Okay. So right here, you can see how the stock went from 29,000, which is where we're at, which we're not too far about. We're only 1,000 points away. Stock got decimated. The market got decimated due to coronavirus, dropped down to 18,000. Look at the comeback we made. When was the last time you were ever in a comeback like that? If you've been watching me and listening to me, I said, listen, this is the best thing that could happen to any one of us. I've been waiting this for 8 years. Unfortunately, last one I had was in the financial crisis. Okay. Now, is it too late? I don't know. Look what happened back in 2008, 2009. Look where we are today. Okay. Where the market was. We went to 29,000. We went down to 6,666. I don't know if you know that. Actually, that was on the S&P. We were down pretty low, actually. Forgot what the actual number was, but we were below the 10,000. So anyway, great bull market. Everything's great. Now, the question is, how do we know what to trade? How do we know what's going up? Who's running it up? That is what I'm looking to teach you guys what to do. What I'm looking for is to teach traders how to find what's called these iceberg orders, these big block orders, and see if these stocks are continue to move and what is moving. Like, for example, let's look at this stock, CLSK. Did anybody trade the stock? Anyone heard about it? Knew about it? Anybody know anything about it? SLSK. No. I'm getting a bunch of no's. No one here knew anything about it. Not one yes. Nope, but I wish, Jay. I like that one. Stock went from $3 to $13. What is that? 400%? 400%. Okay. So the question is, how do you find these 400% moving stocks? Kodak. You heard about the Kodak, right? Go back at our YouTube channel. We were trading before they were even talking about on TV. Don't believe me. Look at the YouTube. Everything we do is recorded. Everything that we do, we trade is live. Everything we do, we put our money where our mouth is. Okay. So how do I know that? It's all about following the money. So how do we get in and get out? You got to have the right tools. The most important tools you need is not just about having a chart system. A chart is great, but a chart is a lagger. It's not a leader. All right. What you need to know is who's buying it and who's selling it. I did a class yesterday with my students, and I said, listen, trading is not about support and resistance levels. It's about buyers and sellers. You know why? Because support and resistance levels get broken all the time. If you're so focused on a support and resistance level, you're going to lose. With a support, you got to make sure that the way you saw support, the buyer is still there. The buyer's not there in the future. Guess what? Stock's going to break it. You see a resistance level? Great. Are the sellers there? Okay. If they're not, guess what? Stock's going to break out. And that's what I'm going to show you Wall Street's biggest secrets. So let's start off talking about something that I don't know if some of you ever saw me. I'm actually a regular guest speaker on Nasdaq talking about something called Total View. It's actually called the Book Viewer. Nasdaq, it's actually Book Viewer is the actual software, but Nasdaq Total View is the trading platform. Now, question to everybody here. I'm going to do let me stop the share, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to call it level 3. I'm going to launch this poll right here. All right. So can everybody just tell me, do you have level 3 quotes, which is something like Nasdaq Total View? Let's see how you guys answer this question. Now, if you're a student of mine, please don't answer this question because then you'll screw up all the numbers on the poll. Okay. Now, as you're filling out this question, I'm just going to tell you right now, what you're about to learn is going to be very disturbing. You're going to be so ticked off at yourself. And if you took training course from somebody, you should probably call them up and tell them, hey, I just took a class with Cybertron University. It was a free webinar. I learned more in this free webinar than I paid you several $1,000s. Why are you not telling me how to follow the money? Because you know why? They're not traders. They never were a trader. Because they were, a brokerage firm would endorse them like a Thinkorswim, a TradeStation, TD Ameritrade, a Schwab, all these companies I've done presentations for. So now you're going to see the real facts about trading. Nasdaq Total View. Okay. By the way, I have a very detailed video on this you watch on YouTube. But if you come in my trading room, I'm going to take care of that. It's going to be better. This window right here, I helped develop back in 1996. Okay. It was called Island back in the past. If you read any of the old books, I'm one of the original So's Bandits. That's what they used to call us, day traders back in the old days. When I started, it was about 600 of them. Now there's about, 10 million that do it every day. Now, what you're looking at is what Nasdaq was built on. This is a big chat room. This is all the orders that are out there at every single price level. So if we're looking at Uber right now, and I'll give you really a quick brief of what we're looking at. Let me just get my writing here. Okay. So you got, these are buy orders and these are sell orders. Column number 1 is how many orders that are out there. Column number 2 is how many shares that are looking to be bought at column number 3, which is the price. So if we're looking all the way down here at $32.50, there are 2,202 shares looking to be bought that are made up of 7 different orders around the world. Now, the way the negotiated system works is this. Whoever wants to buy the stock for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money is down at the bottom. Same thing goes for the sell side. Whoever wants to sell their shares for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell their shares for more money, down at the bottom. And you are aggregated with all these other people out there around the world. So you're looking at the true data of what's happening on the floor of the Nasdaq market. Do you know, to get this data about 20 years ago on the New York Stock Exchange, you would have to buy a seat on the exchange, and it would cost you about between $5 and $15 million. That's right, $5 to $15 million. Nasdaq came in and threw a whole wrench in the thing and says, why you got to buy a seat on the exchange? Why don't you just use our system? We're going to make it electronic. and you could see everything being exposed. That's why Nasdaq is more powerful now than the New York Stock Exchange. Okay. New York Stock Exchange, actually converted to like the Nasdaq. So think about it. You got a seat on the exchange right now. It didn't cost you $5-10 million. So why not use it? Why would you not want to have a seat on the exchange? You have a seat on the exchange right now. You could see who's buying it, who's selling it, how many shares, at what order. Sounds like a great deal, right? Well, guess what? When I started, I had to pay $1,000 to Nasdaq to get this data. You know what it costs today? $15. $15 to have a seat on the exchange. Not 5 million, not 1,000, $15. Why would you not want that? I don't know. Maybe because the only way I know is no one ever taught you that. But listen, that is just the platform. Now we need to put it to the test. So but before we do that, does anybody have any questions about Nasdaq total view? Any questions? Let me just clear this out. Where am I? There I am. Any questions? Everybody follow along so far, what we're looking at? Well, to answer your question, Patrick, this is an ECN. Nasdaq is an ECN. There's several ECNs out there. There's Archipelago, there's EDGX, there's Nasdaq. This is Nasdaq. This is the one. This is only one. But there are other platforms, Patrick. You could aggregate all more ECNs out there. Okay. Edwin, of course, this is real time. This is not. How could you trade on delay? Right. But you know what? That's a great question, though. No disrespect at all. Steven, can we use it for futures? Absolutely. It's something called level 4. If you send me an email, I'll tell you which one it is. So this is Nasdaq's service offered by Nasdaq. Yes, absolutely. By the way, I don't work for Nasdaq. Okay. But they do invite me to come talk about it because they want you to use the right tools. They don't want you to use these garbage tools that these platforms are using and all that stuff. Yeah, it's $15 a month. By the way, I don't want anybody buying it. Do not dish out the $15. Okay. You dish it out after you come into my trading room because I want to show you live. You'll actually do more damage to yourself than good, to be honest with you. Okay. Yes, it does show you the block trades. Okay. All right. So let's move on. And let me show you how do we use it. Okay. So buyers equal support. Everybody follow me? Okay. Buyers equal support. I'm going to do this. Don't mind me if I'm a little kindergartenish, but to get to become a senior, you got to start from the beginning. We're looking at a stock called SRNE. It was a nice stock. We traded, very, very volatile stock. It was a fun stock. So here is a stock that's going down, okay? And you see it goes from $14.50, goes all the way down to a price of $10.50. Now you notice how this is a 1 minute chart. Each bar is 1 minute. You notice it's like in several minutes, it kept hitting it, it kept hitting it, it kept hitting it. And eventually it just went up. It went right to 1050, right back up to 13. Now, why would it do that? Why would a stock stop at 1050? Why did it go down to 12? Why did it go down to 9? Why did it have to pick 1050? Well, I'll tell you why I picked 1050. It wasn't what happened in the past. It all had to do about a 71,000 share seller. Shares looking to be bought, made up of 451 people around the whole world that are going through Nasdaq electronically to buy it. Think about that. You are just one person. There are 451 people at that specific price that want to buy the stock at 1050. That is the reason why it went up. Not because of Fausto said so, not because of President Trump said so, not because the CEO said so. It's because of those buyers out there. That's what made this stock go up. Now, sellers. Norwegian Cruise Line. Stock at 930 goes from 1280 in an hour, goes all the way up to $14.20. Huge, huge, huge rally. I mean, if you bought 1,000 shares of that stock, you're talking about $1.60. You're talking $1,600. You're talking about over what? $400,000 salary. That is awesome. Okay. So anyway, stock goes up. Joe, these are not dark pools. Dark pools is something different. We teach dark pools. I actually were one of the people who started dark pools. I know I have some actually. Some of the schools out there are some of my instructors. Believe me, when I train people, some of you might even open up your own school, which is great. I mean, listen, I'd rather everyone do a good job training people how to do it the right way. But this is different. Dark pools is a little bit not as more important than this. High frequencies and algorithms is important, but this is the most important. So looking at right here, look at the stock goes from $12.80 up to $14.40. You see how it stops right there, $14.40? Okay. Why did it stop at $14.40? Not because of Fausto said so, not because the CEO said so. It's because there is a 43,000 share seller made up of 32 people around this world, looking to sell it at $14.36. So when I'm trading a stock, you got to remember, I'm looking at this stock and I'm like, listen, my goal is we're always looking to take a profit, right? Because if you didn't, that, $1.60 win you could have made ends up becoming, you just threw, it only becomes like you got crushed here. Was it, now only becomes like was it a 80 cents winner? I mean, that's a big loss. You know what I mean? Like you just 30 minutes, you just threw away $800. How many times did it happen to you? How could you have prepared that? Because you didn't follow the damn money. You didn't see the orders. Once again, this is not the Fausto Nachi indicator. This is Nasdaq software. This is the floor of the exchange, and you are not looking at it. Because you know why? Everybody wants to look at the next sexy indicator. Oh, I'm a professional at a Bollinger Band. Oh, Mr. Bollinger Band, he's a mathematician, for crying out loud. Okay. Oh, Mr. Fibonacci, yeah, he died years ago. What are they? Oh, this guy got. You just look at the 200 moving average crossing with the MACD and all. Guys, listen. You want to be a lagger? You want to be a leader? You want to know what a leader is? I don't want to be a leader. I want to be a follower, because I'm not trading 43,000 shares. Someone else is. Okay. I just need to follow the money. Simple as that. Because if I didn't, I would have threw away a huge profit. All right. Let's do a quick little poll. All right. Everybody ready to have a little test now? Let's see how you guys answer this. Delta Airlines. Is the stock going up or down? See how you answer it. Happens all the time. All the time. Up or down? I still don't understand why people say it's going up. Why is it? Could you tell me why is the stock going up? Because somebody, I mean, I'm going to share this. You're guessing. Okay. So my thing is this. Let me share the results. Okay. Guess? Are you serious? What do you, I mean, is that what you want to, do you want to guess what your children, who you put them in a car with? This is your money, for crying out loud. You want to guess? Guess? Seriously? You want to guess? You're better off not even trading. You can't guess. There's nothing to guess. The stock is going down. That's the trend. The trend is down. Don't guess. Guess will get you in trouble. Okay? You want to guess, go play lotto. Right? Stock's going down. Period. End the conversation. All right? I understand you're kidding, but my thing is this. I take this very seriously. And unfortunately, 99% of the people who trade are self-taught. 80% of them lose all their money. And more than that. And I have to always go out there and defend that this is a great job, is the best job in the world. And everybody I talk to, they say, oh, you're going to lose all your money. You're going to lose all your money. Well, because it's people like you that say they're going out there and guessing and they're being self-taught. That's why people lose money in trading. Sometimes I'm on a panel and I get these people like, out of the blue, and unfortunately we can't kick them out. And they're like, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. You just want it. You're going to, this is stupid. You're going to lose all your money, everybody. Sometimes you get a heckler, you know what I mean? So, and right off the bat, I said, sir, I mean, how did you lose money? Could I help you? Could I at least talk to you? Oh, I had a position. I traded, Boeing. I had it at 300 and, it dropped down to 110. I'm like, and what were you doing? Oh, I tried to day trade it, because I'm teaching day trading. Well, I said, well, sir, you weren't day trading, you were swing trading. Well, what's the difference? It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference. I don't know. What's the difference between taking a car and a train? It's transportation. Oh, it's the same thing. No, it's not. It's totally different. Okay. You got to know how to play the game. So I'm going to teach you how to play the game. What is going to make this stock go up? Let's see how you answer that question. What is going to make Delta go higher? What do we need? Everyone. Thank you very much. We need buyers. Could everybody put this in the trading room? We need buyers. Okay. Let's go back to the chart. Do you see buyers on a chart? Is there an indicator out there that shows you that there's a buyer out there? No. So what the hell does a chart do? It just told me what's happening in the past, not indicative of the future. What do we need? Level 3. So I'm going to go to the level 3 screen. So I need buyers, right? So I'm going to look at the buy column, which is right here on the left. So what I'm going to look for is I'm going to look for a very substantial amount of shares, like I have pointed down here at 28.30. We got 92,000 shares looking to be bought at 28.30, and there are 14 people around the whole world trying to buy it. Who do you think I'm going to trust most at a support level? The guy that's looking to buy 600 shares, 300 shares, 2,400 shares, or the 92,000 shares, which, by the way, they are real orders, okay? These are all real orders. So please, I'm going to talk about fake orders next, because people say, oh, how do I know that guy's real? Listen, Nasdaq will never let you put an order out there unless you got money on the line, okay? And by the way, if you think this is, stealing or whatever, you shouldn't even be in this business anyway. That's all. So we're going to talk about that. Kevin, we're going to talk about Thinkorswim and how to get a level 3. Actually, they don't have it, but you can always buy it through the exchange. All right. So now look at Dell. Remember we were looking at Dell, went down, and look what ended up happening. It hit that buyer right there at 28.30, and it went from 28.30 right back up to 29. By you knowing that their buyer was out there in less than 15 minutes, you could have got out right here, which is this resistance, which is probably a seller, big seller out there. And do the math. 29.40 minus 29 is 60 cents. 60 cents in 15 minutes is about $600. $600, do that every day, is about $100,000. Now you tell me, who doesn't want a $100,000 job? Who here doesn't want that $100,000 job? I know it's a stupid question, so give me a stupid answer. Of course you want it, right? How would you have known that? By following the money. That's it. Just following the money. All right. Penn. Anybody ever heard of this stock before? PENN? Anybody heard of it? Stock's doing great. This actually is probably one of the best performing Corona stocks in the industry. The stock was down to like $4 back in March. Now look at it. Things like on fire. Where is it now? This was yesterday. Yeah, it's almost at 55. Okay. Stock's been doing awesome. All right. So Penn's moving up, right? You got to remember, Penn National Gaming stock, right? Who would ever thought of that, right? Everybody's thinking, oh, but what about Tesla, or what if the stock split? What about Apple? You know what? If you got $400 to spend, you got $1,500 to spend on Tesla, God bless you. Oh, but I could trade the option. Yeah, God bless you even more. Yeah. Let me know how that works out for you. Okay. Keep telling yourself that, right? I'd rather just deal with Penn. A lot less risky thing to move pretty damn nicely. But the stock's moving up, right? So the goal is as a trader is you got to have a game plan, right? You own the stock at 47, the stock's at 51. I mean, could it go higher? Of course it could. But there's something that's going to prevent it from going higher, and that's called sellers, okay? Problem is the chart won't tell you where the sellers are. So looking at the stock right here, you could see that Penn, there was a 58,000 share seller at $51. Now listen, 200 shares, 100 shares, 300 shares. That is what we call a substantial iceberg order. That's a big, big seller out there. And you know what? It's only 4 people. That means that there must be a big institution made in there. One guy's looking to sell, maybe it's 50,000 shares. That's a lot of shares at $51. What is that? What was that? $2.5 million worth of stock. Who here is dumping 2.5 million? I know if you were, you probably wouldn't be here there right now. But look what happened to Penn. Goes all the way up from 12 o'clock, comes back down, hits it again at 12:30, comes back down to 49.50. Why did that stock have a tough time breaking it? Because this big seller was out there. End the conversation. End the conversation. You could sit there and analyze all you want. You could tell me it's a double top. You could tell me there's 7 red soldiers in there. You could tell me the Fibonacci cross with the 200 moving out. You could tell me whatever you want. You keep telling yourself that. All I'm telling you is there's a big seller out there, and it's not going any further until that guy gets done. Who do you trust more? A lagger or a leader? What I'm telling you, cyber traders, fellow traders, hopefully you're going to be one of my cyber traders, is that this is what I was trained over 25 years ago. The difference is I had to pay $1,000 for this software. Now it's $15. And when we're done today, it's only going to cost you $9 to get this data. $9 lousy, stinking dollars. Who doesn't want this job? What are you doing at home? Waiting for that stimulus check that they promised you, which is obviously is not coming now, okay, because Congress just took off a month to go back home, all right? You know, like seriously, like some of you are out of a job. You got kids that go into college, don't even know what they're doing right now. But the colleges have no problem making you pay that tuition fee to work from home. I mean, give me a break. You know what? This is the greatest job. You are your own boss. You can come and go whenever you please. You could do it in your basement. You just got to surround yourself with great traders. Lee, how do you aggregate these orders? Well, you know, not to go into crazy about it, but I'll show you this in class. But we're on the platform, which says column selection. Oops, wrong place. Right here, this button right there, that's how you aggregate them. See that? See how it kind of shows them all? I'm looking at Penn right now. But I'm going to show you this all in that $9 trial. All right? Move that back over there. So, yes, it's a lot of data, but it's really not. It's really not. You know, see, the problem with people look at these platforms, they're like, my God, there's just so many windows and so many. You know what? 90% of what they give you is just window dressing. It's garbage. You don't even need it. They're trying to accommodate all types of traders. But when you come in our trading room, I'll show you, which I'm going to send you, you're going to come to the original trading room, not the ones that you see out there now. I started the first one. You want the original cheesecake? You're going to come, you want the original wings, the buffalo wings from Buffalo, from Anchor Bar? Here's going to be your opportunity to get in there. You want to come to the original trading room? Now's going to be your opportunity. I'm going to show you all this stuff live in our trading room. But the goal is to show you how to follow what we call iceberg orders, these big block orders. Okay. I came up with this word after watching the movie, the Titanic. You know, sad story. You've probably seen it, heard about it. Obviously, people crashed and, you know, a beautiful ship. They spent all this money, but obviously they didn't, you know, do a good enough job to practice safety. You got safety first, beauty second. Edward says, I like that one. I feel like I'm drinking from a fire hydrant. Is that normal? No, it's not normal because this really is not that much that I'm showing you. You want to drink out of a fire hydrant, throw a bunch of indicators, a bunch of different, heat seekers, and, just chaos to that. And then you drink it from a fire hydrant. This is just following money. That's really it. It's following money. Lee says, how we could tell if they're spoofing? Well, first of all, spoofing is illegal. And if you get caught with spoofing, if a broker firm does that, they're going to find millions and millions of dollars and get shut down. So spoofing, trust me, that is, you won't see it. Now, can somebody cancel? We're going to talk about that next. Okay. So, there you go. Are these fake orders? Are they spoofing? So let's talk about that. Any of you guys use something that's called time and sales? Ever use a time and sales window? Deb, yes, I'm on Twitter. Just look up my name and you'll find me. Look up Cybertron University. Cybertradingu is our Twitter feed. Yep, Josh just posted up there. Not really. Why not, John, Mike, Julie? Why not? I know why. Some of you are probably saying it moves too fast. Well, the reason why, you probably got your defaults wrong. I am called what's called a tape reader. Ever hear of a tape reader before? That's what I am. That's what I teach my students what to be. That's how I was trained. I know how to read the tape. The tape is following the time and sales. So let me tell you how we actually do this. All right. So red means transactions are going off on the bid. Green means transactions going off on the offer. So if you were to sell stock, you have to sell it to a buyer on the bid. That transaction will come up in time and sales, will come up in red. If you want to buy stock, you got to buy from a seller. You execute a seller on the offer, it comes up in time and sales, and it comes up in green. If there's a bunch of you buying the stock, you get a lot of greens. If a bunch of you selling the stock, stock's going down. Okay. So here we have a stock, SRNE. We talked about this one earlier. Okay. Big support at $17, 110,000 shares are looking to be bought at $17. Now, in theory, what do you think is going to happen at 17 bucks? Everyone, what do you expect that's going to happen when we get to $17? It will stop, Edward. Okay. Anyone else? It bounced. It should go up, right? Stop and turn up, right? Now, in theory, that's realistically what should happen, because, you're talking about $1.7 million worth of stock. Talking like there's really not that many buyers out there at every price. I mean, that's a pretty substantial buyer out there. Okay. Now, did you guys ever see a support level? Ever buy a stock at a support level and all of a sudden the thing goes down and you think it in your mind? You're like, for crying out loud, everything, I thought it was a perfect storm. I thought I hit the nail on the head. And I'm like, why did the stock go down? It's like they're watching me, right? You're like, I feel like every time I do a trade, they're watching me. And every time I sell it, it goes up. Every time I buy it, it goes down. Always happens to you, Deborah? Patrick? Okay. You know what the problem is? Listen. Okay. They're not watching you. Okay. You keep telling yourself that. All right. You know what the problem is? You are not watching them. That's the problem. What we're doing is we're watching them. These are the institutions, the brokerage firms, the algorithms, the high frequency trades. This is what we're looking at. But let's get back to this screen. Okay. The buyer's out there. Let's go to the chart. Now, here is $17, right? Remember that buy right there for 110? You see how it like basically hovered there? You see like 11, 12, 1. It constantly keep testing it. It never wanted to break it. But eventually it did. And not only did it, it went all the way down to 12 for crying out loud. I'm like, God, that's like a catastrophe. You got crushed. They're like, I don't understand. It was a support level. It looked like, there was a double bottom. It looked like it was going to break it. How in the hell did that even happen? Very simple. Look at the time in sales. 17, 17, 17, 17, 17, 7,000, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. The guy was getting executed. The guy was getting, somebody was selling it to him. If you saw a big buyer and you're like, oh my God, there's a big buyer, it's going to go up. And all of a sudden you see somebody come from nowhere, from left field, and like, oh, you want to buy it? No problem. Here, how much you want? That here, you want more? Here, more. You want another 1,000? No problem. What are you going to think now? You think it's still going to go up? I mean, like, that's exactly right. That's the money flow. That's the money flow. Do you want to own a stock when you see a bunch of buyers coming out there selling it to them? Believe me, I'm going to hit the exit button too. So remember, you're not the only one that's watching this data, because if you didn't get out, you just lost yourself about $5. $5 on 1,000 shares. It's a lot of money. It's about $5,000 in what, an hour? Ever happened to you? Probably did. And it sucks. And you know who's to blame? Nobody but yourself. It's not because they were watching you. It's because you were not watching them. Anybody confused so far? Anybody still sucking out of a fire hose? Anybody lost? Everybody following along? It's unbelievable where the time goes. I didn't even think about it when you came in here. I was only basically teaching for about 30 minutes. Imagine what you'll see in a week live in the market. This is why I love doing this. I drool at this stuff because I just get, like I see people lose money. I'm like, listen, I'm a 12-time world champion. I beat every single school I went up against. And honestly, I'm not here to brag. I should have been a 25-time world champion. Half the people didn't even show up because they're not traders. They're good marketers. You probably see them on YouTube, with these great, these great commercials and this and that, paying $10 a lead to make sure you click on it. Honestly, I really don't need to do that because a lot of people really don't qualify doing this. If you don't get this, I get it. This is more of an interview. Right now you're interviewing me. When I get you in a trading room, I'm going to unfortunately have to interview you and see if you're qualified to do this. But it's really not that hard because a lot of people, listen, if you learn how to play the game, if you're committed to it, if you want to do this diet, we're going to make it work. You want to go out there and you want to gamble and you just want to take guesses like one of you said. I know you're just trying to be cute before, but I mean, honestly, I'm not the right fit for you. There's a lot of other guys out there that'll be happy to take your, $100, $99 a month membership fee and send you a nice, newsletter, nice, beautiful, sexy letter. And, like, ooh, look at this guy. Pick this stock. Why don't you go out there and learn how to trade on your own? It's just so much easier doing it. Scott says, I agree. Everything that you're talking about, very interesting. Well, Scott, and you know what? I look forward to seeing you in the trading room because I'm going to blow your socks off. Listen, there's something that we preach. It's called the KISS method. Keep it super simple. It's basically it. Look at this window. You got a chart. You got a level 3. You got a big percentage gainers and losers and a time and sales window. You don't need any more than that. Looks like a lot of numbers, but it's really not. And I'm going to show you step by step because you know what? I would rather you come in my trading room and see it live first than go out there and try it first and blow up your account. Because if you think $9 is expensive, try ignorance. Okay? It's not a lot of money to do this. It's really not. But you got to know how to play the game. And not only that, but you got to see other people if they're making money to do it. Because that's really the big reason why we invite you to come into the trading room. I'm not there to show you, like, hey, I made $20,000. Yeah, great. Yeah, how's that going to make me money? Do you know, let me tell you a funny lesson. I'm going to give you a big, big warning right now. If anybody goes out there and is constantly telling you their winnings, okay, which it's possible they could be doing it, not arguing it. I did bust a couple of people that were doing some fake trades too. They have different windows and they like the guy with the shuffle. They show you what they want to show you. They don't show you the other one. But even if a guy is showing you that much money, right? Could you afford to lose that money 5 days in a row? Because they can. So why would you want to be in a league of people that are playing the $1,000 hands of blackjack when you don't even know how to play blackjack? that guy's a really good player. Look at that. Look, he's got a stick of a bunch of chips. Look, he's got like $50,000 there. Yeah, okay. He could lose. He can afford to lose it. You can't. Don't you want someone that's going to be in your league? That's what it's all about. So anyway, 1,000 shares, 50 cents a day is $500 a day, 20 trading days a day. There, 10,000 a month, $120,000 a year. Who doesn't want that job? Right? Who doesn't want that job? That's all it takes. 50 lousy little stinking cents to make that six-figure salary. All right? So there's a reason why Cybertron University has been endorsed and has featured on more brokerage firms than anyone in the industry. Like I told you earlier, you want to do your research on somebody, go check out the Better Business Bureau. Go check out the Google reviews because you got to register. Okay? Go check with the brokerage firms and see if they actually do events with them. But don't go out there and be sold on someone that showed you a really nice infomercial on a YouTube or, a YouTube channel of a commercial. You got to see the facts. These people, just to let you know, Charles Schwab, for example, they do background checks on us. Even my staff, Tastyworks, Thinkorswim. You think they're going to want me to do presentations on Thinkorswim? If I teach people how to lose money? They don't do that. Okay. So, but the thing is, they can't train you. Legally, they can't train you. Okay. How about Trustpilot? I'm not on Trustpilot. And Trustpilot is nothing like the Better Business Bureau. To be honest with you. If someone's going to file a complaint with you, they go into the Better Business Bureau. All right. Trustpilot. Listen, you know what, Joe, I'm going to teach you a valuable lesson. Go call Trustpilot. All right. And, open up an account with them and they're going to sell you. They, say, hey, listen, you know what? We'll endorse you. We'll put you on the feature. Yeah. And then we'll tell you how to get all these reviews and everything like that. I don't know. Maybe that's wrong on my part. I'm just not, I don't need it. I don't need your business. I'll be honest with you, Joe. Okay. I respect your business, but I don't really, but that's really who they are. You want to find the real truth about somebody, the brokerage firm wants to make sure, because you know what? They know their acquisition costs are very expensive to keep a client. The last thing they want to do is lose somebody. So if they could find someone that could train their clients, they're going to keep you forever. And that's what they really want. They don't want to lose you. And also they want somebody that's very active. All right. So let's get right to it because I got to go. I got to get ready for my afternoon trading room. But this is what I'm going to offer all of you. I want to invite every single one of you to come into my trading room. Now, don't judge me on the winners. See, our job is we don't teach how to make money. We teach how to stop losing it. So I want you to go in the room and watch the traders and see how we work together, how we take losses together, and if we didn't, how much bigger they would be. And then see how few we have. The winners are just, those are awesome. Those just come with the job. But it's everybody's problem learning how to stop losing money. That's realistically what you got to learn. Now, we start at 8 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. We trade an hour and a half before the market even opens up. Most of our money we make is in pre-market. Some of you don't even have access to it. Like, wait, you could do that? Yeah. And you're going to see it live. And we're usually done by 10:30. I don't need to trade anymore after 10:30. Why? Everybody's out to lunch. Yeah, there's some things that move here and there. But you know what? Do you really want to be here 8 hours a day? All you do is ring up ticket charges. You ever see that guy sitting on at the casino table from 8 o'clock at night? You go to sleep, you wake up in the morning like, oh my God, is that the guy from last night? He's still here. All you're doing is churning. So this is what we're going to do. $9. That's it. $9. And this is what you're going to get for $9. You're going to get a day trading crash course. You're going to get access to our trading room for a whole week, 3 daily market meetings, a morning and afternoon watch list, your own personal education advisor. Yes, you can actually be able to talk to somebody on the phone, okay? Because we want to show you why we have the most impeccable customer service and not just kick you to the curb, okay? You're going to do a Q&A trading session, okay? And after $9, I'll give you $9 back at the end of the week. Honestly, I really don't need you $9. That $9 is really just an application fee to see if, just to invite you in the trading room. We just want to know if you say you are. A lot of people don't, we don't know who you are, where you came from, whatever it is. You just came in this room, and that's why we kind of like take everybody's chat away. Everybody can't read anybody's chat. I don't know if you're a heckler or a jealous, person that's, I don't know what your problem is, who could be in here. But once you pay the $9, then we know who you are. And you want to know you're going to be in a room with other people that are very serious. And guess what? As a bonus right now, if you register, the first 20 people, listen, we got over 100 and almost close to 200 people in here. First 20 people, I will even give you a free coaching class. Why would Fausto ever take the time to talk to you? Well, guess what? I'm in the business to make money. I'm looking for traders I could train. I got to make sure that we are basically very similar. Any of you ever interview someone for a job? Anyone, any business owners? Not everyone really qualifies to be part of your team. So anyway, I'm going to give you a coaching session. I'll tell you how it is. And I don't need anything from it. But if you are the right fit, I know we're going to make a lot of money together. Okay. So take the time right now. You got the button on the screen. Click on it. Get registered. Do the $9 trial. Let's get on the phone. Let's see if this trading's for you. Let's take care of this coronavirus. Okay. Let's get rid of it because it's not going anywhere. And the way you're going to get rid of it is getting a new job by trading. Stay at home, be safe. And you know what? Let's see why everybody's after and hates Wall Street so much. Because you know what? If you hate them so much, what's the jealousy? Just join them. Just join them. All right. Now, any questions? Any questions so far, people? I got people registering right now. I'm going to make a couple of shout outs and thank a bunch of people that are registering right now. Okay, we got already. These guys, man, you guys are quick. John Lombardi. There's actually a pizzeria named after your last name down in Fort Myers, Fort Myers, Florida. Welcome aboard. That was pretty quick. Who else we got here? I can't even answer him. So, John from Buffalo, New York. Go Buffalo Bills. Just got your registration. Who else we got here? Shandu from Virginia. Just got your registration. All right, a couple of questions here. Thanks again for the truth, William. William, listen, I've been doing this for 25 years, and I see so many people blowing up their accounts, and I just hate it. Bothers me. And it's just for ignorance. And then you get angry, and they go out there, and they try to blame other people like us for it. And I get it. I really do. Listen, there are kids blaming colleges at, their local schools. They're like, you know what? You made me go out there and get into this college, and I can't even find a job. Well, you know what? We do things differently than any other school. Try it out. We're not telling you make a big investment. It's not costing you a lot of money. You probably hear the good things, the bad, and the worst. You know what? Why don't you come find the truth? And even if you tried it before and it didn't work out, you know what? Maybe you didn't have the right mentor. Maybe you didn't have the right guy to train you. I had somebody just today that just signed up with CTU, be part of our team. He took like 6 courses with people. And he says, Fausto, they all sucked. You know what? And I should, you know what? And the funny part, he said, you were the first person I found. And for some reason, I should have went with you first, but I tried them all. And you know what? And I said, you know what? That's okay. We'll make it back. You know what I mean? Some people want to make it work. That's what it comes down to it. Listen, okay, question here. I have business to attend to next week. Can I follow the following week? Yes. So when you register, Sarek, to activate your account, you have to talk to an education advisor. He'll schedule a time because you won't have to do a walkthrough, because when you get into the trading room, you're going to be really lost, to be honest with you. You're going to be looking at it and be like, what the hell's going on here? All right. So we'll schedule a time, we'll activate it, and your account will activate at that time. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, Joe. Yeah, that's right. Lombardi's is in the pizzeria down in Little Italy. Fausto, I joined, I'll be able to learn how to use the knowledge you teach and the futures instead of stocks. Well, Joe, listen, you'll learn how to use options and swing. I don't like to, I don't trade futures. We have some students that do trade futures in there, but honestly, I mean, are you a futures trader and are you making money doing it? It's okay that, you should learn a little bit of everything. I mean, that's the way I look at it. I mean, I tried futures. I just didn't like it. I just thought it was too risky. That's just me. Okay. Edwin says join, but I can't do it until September. Is that okay? Of course it is, Edwin. Listen, I'm not going anywhere. Get your registration signed and sign up right now. When you're ready, you're ready. Let's just get the ball rolling. Let's get you committed. We're not going to charge you any more, anything less. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's fine. You know what I mean? That's fine. All right. Let me just go over a couple of names. Now, by the way, guys, you'll notice that there is an application fee. When you fill out and you register, there's going to be like 5 questions. It is very important you fill that out correctly because that is some of the things that give you, that helps us to know a little bit more about you. Just let us know if you took training, who your broker you trade with. What else do we have over there? We ask you, the money, how much money you're trading with. And most importantly, how'd you hear about us? Okay. All right. Couple of people registering here. Let's do a couple of shout outs. So we got, Gabby, I got your registration from Houston, Texas. My wife wants to move to Houston, Texas. She hates New York. By the way, guys, don't come to New York anymore. I hate to say this. New York City was the top 10 safest cities. Now it's probably like the top 10 unsafest cities in Manhattan. It's terrible what's going on right here. Sad story. Kenneth Young from Lakewood, Colorado, has got your registration. Welcome aboard. Who else we got here? I'm looking on my phone, actually. Ken M. from Kentucky. All right. Welcome aboard. All right. Any questions here? You said you have to tell us how to get the book viewer $15. Yes, Patrick. So on the data store, Nasdaq data store, they sell it there for $15. I would rather you come into the trading room and then I'll show you how to actually purchase it. Or you can go on our YouTube channel, subscribe to us, and you'll find it on our YouTube channel. Okay. So I do that also, but I'd rather you go and pay the $9, get in the trading room first. Let me show you how it works because you can't call Nasdaq and tell them if you want to cancel or not. You know what I mean? So you want to make sure you know what you're looking at. No problem, Patrick. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Well, listen, Joe, regarding a couple people, I don't want to get political or in here. That's not what we're about. I don't want to lose half the people in here that pick one side versus the other. I'm just telling you that, New York is not safe anymore. All right. That's all I'm telling you. Chelsea was one of the most expensive, nicest place to go. You can't even walk down the street without getting punched in the face. I had a friend of mine actually was at a restaurant. They were trying to do this outdoor dining and someone just came, just sucker punched them in the face. It's just like, and no cops were there to do anything about it. Just how it is, unfortunately. But you know what? I like my little cocoon. I'm on Long Island. I'm not in Manhattan, but I like my little cocoon. I got a nice property, nice house. We trade, we do have an office. We have a location in Syosset, but because of the coronavirus, we're actually one of the first people. I had all my staff working all off site. So we have a very, very big staff here at Cybertron University, but we do have a headquarters here. But it's not Manhattan, thank God. All right. Don't get canceled. I don't want to be canceled. The cancel culture. No, absolutely not. Any other questions here? So if you want to start on Monday, you could start on Monday. So when you talk to education advisor, they're going to book an appointment. They're going to walk you through your dashboard. Want to make sure you get to see, because you know what you want. We want to maximize your experience in the room. Honestly, you really only need one day in the room. One day should basically kill it, but you got to be there at the most volatile times of the market. Okay. Because that's when you're going to see the most action and the most money being made and the least amount of risk being involved. All right. Any other questions? I see phone's ringing, binging off the hook. Let me see. I know I missed a bunch of people here. Scott McDaniels, I got yours from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Are you a Pittsburgh fan? Pittsburgh Steelers. Patrick Brown from Florida. It's got your registration. Welcome aboard. Kenu James from Georgia. Got your registration. Oh, all right. Listen, it's only $9. I mean, what do you got to lose? Look, imagine what I showed you in 30 minutes. I'm not even selling you something for $2,000, $3,000. 9 lousy sticking dollars, just to know if you're a real person. Imagine what you're going to see live in the trading room. Because when I start, let me tell you something. You want to see something crazy? Wait till I show you this. Okay? You want to see some real money? Watch when I show you something that's called level 4. And you start seeing these big orders out there and start seeing why the stock backed off. And now you can see like this stock right here, PLAN, there's a 24,000 share seller. And it's since 12 o'clock till now, it will not go any lower because this guy's out there buying it. And this is aggregated with several different ECNs where this one, let me bring it up a level 2, PLIN, just gonna bring it over here. Where you see in this one, which is this guy right here. See it right there? 21,000 shares. Let me tell you, when I start showing you this crap, you're going to fall off your chair. You're going to want to go to you're going to want to, if you took a course with somebody, you're going to want to go back to them and say, you know what? Your system stinks and I should get my money back. Because you know what? You're not really a real trader, you know, because, a real market maker. It's just, that's how it ends up being. Can't find Nasdaq data store on their site. No, it's not on the Nasdaq. It's on the, hold on. Bookmarks right here. This is the actual link right here. There you go. It's the data store. All right. What else we got here? Patrick, so you probably have it. Where can I get the download book viewer from? Well, like I said, I posted a link, but guys, if you want to buy it, go buy it. But please, hopefully you bought the $9 first so I could show you live in the market hours. All right. That's the most important thing. All right, guys, listen, I got to get ready for trading. I just want to get lunch really quick because I got to get ready at 2:30. We got a 2:30 meeting. We'll trade the last hour. I'd like to thank the staff for doing a great job today, for helping everyone to be here, and our partners for being here. I'm glad that everyone took the opportunity to be here. Listen, if you're not fully convinced, I get it. No, no disrespect to me. I don't care. Maybe you're not, if you want to come back again, we do it every week. If you don't want to waste your time, I'm telling you right now, September, October, November, the best months to trade. Don't wait till September, October, November. If you can, start learning now so you can get ready for that time frame. So I look forward to seeing every single one of you. Just make sure you check your emails, book your appointment with your advisor. Let them show you what's going on. They're not going to sell you anything, okay? We just want to make sure that you're a right fit, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll see if we can take it to that next level. Thanks, everybody. Be safe, and see you in the trading room.